Hi, so I'm back. I've got my headband on now. I'm all ready for my treatment. I must say I'm feeling a little bit nervous, really. Perhaps I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm feeling a little bit nervous today, but also a little bit brave because I can't actually remember the last time I was seen really without makeup on, certainly sort of outside of my immediate family anyway. Being without makeup is something I would never have even contemplated a few years ago. I've had terrible problems with my skin in the past. Just to give you a bit of background, I used to get really terrible redness to my skin all across my my cheeks here and my nose, and on my chin sometimes as well. So being seen without makeup just wasn't really an option for me a few years ago. Since I've been using Nimue products, I have to say I am blown away really by the improvements that I've seen in my skin. I'm hoping you can see, I'm just going to get a bit closer to the camera, I don't want to scare you too much, but I'm hoping you can see that a lot of the redness has gone. I've still got a little bit of pigmentation, a bit of redness here in my cheeks, but trust me, it is nothing like it used to be. It was bright red, it was lumpy, sort of spotty, yeah, just not very pleasant at all. Not certainly not something I would have been prepared to go out outside of the house like, and certainly not something I would have put myself on camera like and put out on social media without any makeup on. In fact, when I did my initial facial training, I had to go to London on the train and I wasn't allowed to have makeup on for my course, and I was mortified. I was so embarrassed about having to travel in public with no one else I knew, no one else that I was ever going to see again, but I was still absolutely mortified at having to be out in public without makeup on. That was when I did my initial facial training. That was before I was using Nimue products. Now I'm still not 100% comfortable being without makeup, but it doesn't bother me like it used to before. I certainly wouldn't shy away from being in an environment where I can't wear makeup, for example. I think I just prefer to, I've worn it for so long, I've used it to cover up my skin previously as well, that I think it's just ingrained in me that, you know, I wear makeup on a daily basis. So I am feeling quite brave, but also a little bit nervous and apprehensive for showing you my skin today. So hopefully by the end of the treatment we'll be able to see an improvement in my skin as well. So I'm going to start the treatment. So I'm going to use my cleansing gel first of all. I'm just going to open this. It's the first time it's been used, so you can see it's got a hygienic seal on the bottom. So I'm just going to remove that. I can. I'm just now going to squeeze a little bit, and if you can see that properly on the camera, into the onto my fingers. I'm going to rub that in. I'm going to wet my fingers slightly, a bit more of a rub, and then I'm going to apply to my face. So I'm going to rub it all in. It's a bit weird, not the product, just doing this in front of a camera. Everything's back to front, so bear with me while I do this. Not something I'm used to doing this way around. So I'm just going to wet my fingers a little bit more. Your product starts to dry out, just wet your fingers a bit more and just give it a real good rub in. As I said earlier, I deliberately didn't wear makeup today, knowing I was going to be doing this. If you are wearing makeup, I would do 2 cleanses. So do the first cleanse to remove the makeup and then do a second one to cleanse your skin. Okay, so make sure it's all nice and clean. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove that. So I'm going to wet my cloth here. And I'm just going to remove. These cloths are amazing. My mother-in-law makes them for me. It's much better for the environment. They just go in the washing machine. This one is a bamboo one, but she does all different types of ones. Sorry, I'm not advertising her products, but I love these. So much better for the environment than using cotton pads all the time and throwing them away. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a towel. I'm just going to dry my face. You can use a towel, you can use a tissue. I'm just going to blot that quickly. Okay, so the next step I'm going to do is I am going to use my conditioner. So I'm going to open my, just going to open my sachet here. And I'm just going to pour out a little bit of this product, you can see there, onto one cotton, or onto one bit of gauze, and I'm going to use 2 bits because I'm greedy. And then I'm just going to use these, wipe across my face. Okay, now you can probably see that my skin has actually started to go a little bit red. So as I said earlier, I've suffered with redness in my skin in the past. I do still have issues. Basically my skin responds to pressure, to stimulus, so when I am washing my face twice a day, then my skin does tend to go red. I think you can probably see that it's already starting to settle down. That's perfectly normal for me, but that's just what happens to my skin. It happens to a lot of people. So just where I've been putting pressure on my skin as well, that makes it go red. This particular product contains AHAs in it, so again that contributes a little bit towards that, but I think you can see now that it's already starting to settle down. So the next stage in this preparation to prepare my skin ready for the peel is the alcohol pad. So I'm just going to tear this open. There's one pad in here. It actually opens out to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to use this to actually wipe across my face. And this just prepares my skin ready for the peel. I'm hoping I've done a good enough job of removing all the products, or the cleansing gel and everything, but this will just make doubly sure that everything is clean and ready to receive the peel. Okay, so that's my preparation stage. So moving on, I'm going to talk next about the applying the peel itself.